Good day, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Mommy Guide Inc. Normally, I do live stream for my crafty shows at night. So instead of night, I'm doing this on the daytime because we are testing things out. As usual, we're testing things out again. So thank you so much, Sammy, for being here early, of course, and saying good morning to everyone. Okay, see there, I need to check that one. Yes, and of course we have Dan. Nope, I prefer YouTube. Hi, Dan. And Ves, Miss Ves, good morning, good morning. And so Dan is back on YouTube. All right. So again, this is a special episode because we're trying to test things again. The whole month of March is testing things for me. And yes, I will share with you the results of all of this tests. Again, this specific test is going live vertically for crafters. Doing a vertical live stream, is it something that's gonna be a cost for us, or is it something that probably may not be okay and might be reserved for maybe my conversations with Lala episodes is a better platform for that one. Yes, so thank you so much again for joining me. So today, as you've seen in the what do you call this, the thumbnail, we are going to be creating, okay, what do you call it? Easter, okay, Easter projects. Okay, so I will try to create two. Okay, I will try to be as fast as I can because I know that for most of you it's kind of late already. So again, thank you so much for joining me wherever you are in the world. Okay, so there are two kinds of Easter cards I want to make. One that is cute, right? So the one with bunnies and all those stuff because Easter, right? Another one is more of a faith related one. Okay, and as a believer, okay, it has to do with, Easter for us is a time to actually look, focus on your walk with the Lord, remember how the Lord has helped us and all those stuff. So I'll make two different cards for today. Yes. And hi, Stuart. Yes, yes. Okay, hold on. Okay, keep forgetting that I need to do it here. Yes, Stuart is on Facebook right now. And of course, the other better half, equal half of Stuart, Laura. Hello, hello. And Patrick, hello, hello. Thanks for dropping by. Miss Wims, I know you probably are at work, so thank you so much for dropping by. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. Okay, so for this card, the first card, I'm gonna be using this one. It's a very old die set that I have. It's from Lawn Fawn, and it's called the Magic. Oh, can you see it? It's called the Magic Color. I don't think it can be seen. Magic Color Slider. Okay. So what it does is, when you get this, it has all the different dice that you need to create the card. So for my card for today, basically these are of all the many different dice that are included. These are the four ones that I will be using, and I will show you exactly. Okay. So for purposes of time, I will no longer die cut them, but I will show you what it would look like before I actually assemble it. Okay. So this one. Okay. So the first one that you would want to cut is this one. Okay. So you choose the pattern paper that you want. Okay. And then, okay, you just put it on top, and then, okay, run it through your die cutting machine, and then that is it. Okay, so you will get this one. Okay, but another faster way to do things multiple, okay, things with just one pass is you can actually put this down onto the paper and then add this one also like that, so that when you put it through your die cutting machine, then you will have already this one as your end product. So you will have this part of your project, okay, to start with. Okay, so I see some people coming in, okay, and I just want to say hi to Wims. Yes, morning today because we're testing things out. Lynn of LV Handcrafted has is live, and we are trying to see if live redirect on a vertical live stream is possible. Hi Blossom, howdy, howdy, howdy. Switch ako sa IG. Yes, and of course Dockery, by the way, your wins for the craft getaway is already ready. So for those who have not yet picked up their prices, I hope that you would do so. PM me for the schedule or for the details. Blossom, yours is already in the mail, and hopefully it will reach you in about 3 to 4 weeks. All right. So, okay, continuing on. Okay, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so that's the first one. So, again, it's a combination of this and this. So, you put it together so you could already have this cut with just one pass instead of just doing this and then putting this one and putting it through the die cutting machine again. The next one is, okay, this die. Okay, so you need this die to create this slider piece. Okay, so again, after passing it through the die cutting machine, so you have this now. Okay, so we now have two, and then you also need this like track. Okay, so it looks like a football goal thingy, right? So it's actually like a U. Okay, so once you've passed it to the die cutting machine, you will get this piece. Okay, so basically these are the three main pieces that you need for this magic slider card that is Easter themed. Yan. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Patrick. Patrick is headed off to bed. Yes, it's kind of late for them, really. So thank you so much, Patrick, for dropping by. And I will contact you very, very soon because I do want to do an updated collaboration with Everyday Tech, guys. All right. And of course, Wim saying hi to Dockery and Zell. Zell is Sprinkle with Cards. There you go. And by the way, congratulations to Sprinkle with Cards. She is one of the amazing women that have been recognized in the industry recently by one of our local partners, Prestige Paper Products. Congratulations, Ms. Zell. And I think one of them is going to be also featured in a few weeks, maybe next week or something. So just wait for it. I can see the comments while watching Full Vertical. So how is that experience, Miss Wims? Is that something that is okay with you or something you don't really like? Everyday Tech, yes, let's do it, Patrick. Thank you so much and have a great night. Good night, my dear friend, and regards to the family and to the kids and the wife. Yes, and of course we have T. Howdy, howdy, Shanna. Okay, T and Shanna, I know you were in Lynn's live stream. Were you redirected automatically to my live stream, or you had to go find my channel and to click the live? Because that's what we're testing also right now. Very welcome and congratulations again, Ms. Zell. Okay, so that's what we're testing right now. If some of the or all of those who are watching Lynn, who stayed in the chat, were redirected live to the show right now. Vertical is better here in IG. Oh, okay. So vertical for IG is better. Okay, I get. Yes, a link was presented. Oh, a link was presented. Okay. Got it. Thank you so much, Lynn. And of course, there's Lynn testing this thing out with me. Lynn, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Okay, so Lynn, I will message the YouTube coordinator, and I will tell them of our experience today that indeed you are able to redirect people to my live. There you go. In YT, I'll want to see comments and type a comment. The video becomes smaller. Okay. Yes, it popped right up. Thank you, Shanna, because that's really what we are trying to just test things out, because apparently they said that live redirect on a vertical live stream at this point is not yet available. So thank you guys. Susan, hello. Yes, it's an LV handcrafted raid. Thank you so much. And Adam, hello, my dear friend on FB. I was redirected automatically. Yay, Lynn! High five! Okay. So again, Lynn already tested this with her own stream, and then she said, Lala, it was working. And then, really, how about testing it like coming not from your own live stream, but from yours to a different live stream? And so that is the inspiration behind all of this. That is why we also needed to do this on a different time schedule for me, so that Lynn doesn't have to wake up at 3 in the morning. Right? Yes, because she is from the West Coast. All right, thank you so much. Yes, thank you for the raid again, guys. I know for those who are in the other side of the globe, this is probably too late for you guys. So if you do need to rest, eat, sleep, that is absolutely fine. I thank you so much for dropping by, though. And those who can stay, yes, I would love to have you here with us in that chat. I'm going to move over to YouTube. Be right back. Okay, Blossom. Hi, Sammy. Can I be a part of your family? Your mom is to say, Dan. Yes, Dan is really such a really great sense of humor. All right. Hello, Zell. Okay. Lynn doesn't craft at 3 a.m. Absolutely. I don't think anyone does. Okay, so going back. So after you have finished with all of these three, now how do you put them together? So again, I just showed you this one for demo, as a demo, so that you know at least what the pieces would look like. So for me, I already have chosen the paper that I want to use. Okay, so I will show you this. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so this one is now this one. So you see here, I made a mistake. I should have only cut a frame in an inner frame in one of the boxes, but I cut two. But it's okay because that's gonna be at the back, so I will cover that eventually. So see, we'll show you that nothing doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, mistakes are okay, right? So, and then for this one, it is this. Okay, and then for this, it is going to be, okay, hold on. Okay. And then this one, okay, is this. Okay, so I just wanted to show you, okay, what it really looks like. So you can use whatever pattern paper you want to use. Since it's Easter, I opted for, the usual. I know you can always, choose different things like pastels and other stuff. It's absolutely up to you. I can barely think after 5. Exactly. I know, T, it's almost time for bedtime for you guys. So thank you so much, my friend, for dropping by. Na something parang nag-change ang voice ni Miss Lala. Oh, Doc Ree, maybe it's still morning time. My voice is still sleeping. Actually, but okay, special. Okay, I guess it's just me then. Okay. Susan, you're still awake at 3 a.m.? Okay, sometimes I am too when I'm moderating for some of my dear friends. But most of them are not crafty friends who do live stream at that time. Most of them are tech or coaching. That's their channel content. But I also, of course, want to be there for them, to support them. And sometimes I'm also a moderator, so I love being there as well. So on top of this, of course, I have my my card base. So it's gonna be a side folding A2 card. Okay, and I decided to use, okay, this one, a pattern paper that I've had forever. I don't even know from, I think this was from DCWV. Okay, I do know, maybe DCWV. Is that the right word? Okay, guys, do you remember the brand? Okay, and then just a solid cardstock to break. Okay, so why these two kinds of pattern paper and why this color, you will soon see later. And of course, I already pre-cut, pre-stamped, pre-glued together the sentiment I'm gonna use. And that sentiment actually comes from a Concord at 9th stamp set. Here, it's Happy Easter. The only thing I used from this one is the Happy Easter. I realized that I actually don't have a ton or barely have any Easter stamps. I was like, how am I gonna do this? I don't have bunnies, right? So it's a good thing that I actually found three. Okay, okay, DCWV there. So it's correct. Yes, thank you so much, T. Yes, die cuts with a view. So this was actually, you know how when you buy a DCWV 12 by 12 pack, it's like so many, right? And this was one of them, right? So I've had them forever and now finally I can use them, right? But this is not. This is a different brand. I forgot what it is anymore already. So anyway, so this one I'll have to put aside first. Okay, so let's assemble this. Okay, this slider, okay, color slider mechanism again from Lawn Fawn, which has been here maybe what almost, I'm not sure, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. So what it's gonna happen is that if you see this one already created like a slit, okay, and so that is where this one, okay, you is gonna slide out into, okay, so that when you put it inside and you slide it out, so it's not gonna push, it's not gonna go all the way out because of this stopper thing. All right. So that is how it's gonna look like eventually. On top of that, okay, I need to put this one, the track, it's the guide, so that this one doesn't go like all over the place when you pull it, right? So that will keep it in place, okay? And to do that, you just need to put this one inside the slit and then pull it all the way to the other side. And then this one, you put it on to this one, okay? You stick it with a heavy duty glue, whether it's a double-sided tape or whatever you have there with you. Okay, let me see. Okay, howdy, howdy from Blossom. Hi, Blossom. And howdy, howdy, ladies. Mommy, is this a new dye from Lynn? Not yet. Actually, this is a very, very old dye. Again, it's from Lawn Fawn. And I'm sure probably a few of you, okay, hold on. I just need to get a double-sided tape. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I just needed to get a double-sided tape for this one. Oh, it's too thick. I need a smaller one. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I should have prepared this already yesterday. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna put the, I need the smaller one. See, that is the 1/4 inch. This is the 1/8 inch. Okay, so I will, okay, just put double-sided on the sides of this track. Again, this die is a very old one. So before, all I did was to hoard, buy and buy and buy and buy, and never really use them. So I think it's high time that, you know, the dies and the stamps, the sets are not really cheap, right? So, and I think that being able to use them like not just one time for a project is a great way to find the value, to get the value out of the purchases that we have, right? So okay, off to bed. Good night, T. Okay, yes, thank you so much. And thank you that it did work. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, I know Lynn asked to have dinner as well, right? So everyone, I'm back, said my daughter who is having her exams. It's examination, it's midterms for them this week, this whole week before they do have a break for the Holy Week. Okay, so there. Okay. Okay, so you can put that in a little bit because I remember that we actually, can I put it in already? Track. Maybe not yet. Okay, I'll put that aside first. Okay, because I think we should do this one first. Okay, so this is me doing crafting this early. All right. So remember, you have this part, okay, and you have, okay, this part, okay. So another thing that you need is a white or a plain cardstock, okay, where, okay, you know what, this is too far. Let's zoom in a bit, right? It's already small as it is because it's vertical, but having it like this far is just, there you go. I think that's better. Okay. So, okay, so this one, you just get like a blank cardstock. In my case, I prefer white. Okay, and then I stamped in the image that I wanted. Again, I told you, I realized I didn't have a lot of, bunny stamps. These are the only ones I have. This, and this. Okay, I actually wanted to do this one because it's so cute, right? But then it's so big. Because if this is the template for the sliding mechanism I'm gonna be using, and this is the die, I mean the stamp, it's so big, right? It's not gonna fit into that frame. So I decided to actually, you know what? Now looking at it, I should have used this one. This is way cuter. Or this one, or this one. This stamp set would have been better. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm going to create another one. Okay. But not for the live today because this is the one that I've actually prepared. So this guy, this bunny over here, I felt was just the perfect size. And I'm also going to be adding those clouds, okay, onto the scene. Okay. So what happens is that I stamp them in. Okay. Of course, using my any stamping platform that you have. Okay. And then after that, you need to get an acetate. Okay. An acetate or a piece of plastic, whatever it is that you want to put on top of it. Okay. So for this one, since I colored and I'm going to color it in with Copic markers, I used a Copic friendly ink. And for this one, I used a Memento. Okay. The Memento Tuxedo Black. Okay. And then for this one, since it's a non-porous material, it's an acetate, I needed to use Stays On. Okay. So what I did was first I stamped it onto this one. Okay. And then I put it in my stamping platform. Okay. And then, okay, placed it in the stamping platform and then put my acetate onto it. Okay. To make sure that it lines up. Okay. And then I just, simply do like that. And then like this. And then I stamped, okay, it using the Stays On ink. Again, Stays On ink because the jet black one, because Stays On specifically for non-porous materials like an acetate, right? So you can't use the Memento for the acetate. Okay, so I know most of you know this already, but for those who might be new to what we're doing, so that is basically, okay, how I created this one. And then to color that in, I just use this one. So for the grass, I use the Copic YG25. It doesn't want to focus. All right. So basically, I just added that in, okay, like so, to mimic that of, a grassy background. Okay. And then for the clouds, I used a Copic Xiao BG01. Okay. And then for the rest of the sky, so the darker sky on top is the B00 and the mid to the ground is BG10. Okay, can't be seen. Anyways, so there. And now, all that's left to be colored in today for the live is the bunny. Okay? But the acetate, okay, are you gonna color the acetate? No. So the acetate stays just as is. So just a black one. Okay? Again, this is such a very, very basic stamp. Okay? I wanted to have but I didn't see this one. I could have used this one. This is way cuter. Look at that. I could have used that one, or I could have used this one. Oh, well, anyways. Okay, so color in the bunny. Okay, this is me again with the colors. So what do you think? Yes, I do love gingham papers too. Hold on. If is it possible to put? Okay. Bunny, I finished dinner. I'm sorting and rolling random ribbons I received in the mail today while I watch. Thank you, Blossom. So cute. Okay. Really? Okay. Thank you. It's a very basic, bunny. Okay. So guys, so for the bunny, normally, the bunny is a little bit not really white, right? I remember. Okay, I sorry for those who feel that this might be animal cruelty, but when I was still in school and part of one of the classes that we had, I think it was in pharmacology. I'm an industrial pharmacist by profession, by the way. So we had to test some of before there was still animal testing. So we had to test them on rabbits on the back of the bunnies or the rabbits. It's a good thing that now that is not being done anymore. But earlier during those times, it was still something that was was still being done. So and the bunnies that we have weren't the first they had were not really white. Some of them were a little bit on the gray. It's not absolutely white. So for today, I would want to color it in with a little bit of a tinge of you know gray. Let me check first how gray this one is. Okay, so just a tad onto the guys. I am for those who know me really, that coloring is not one of my strengths, but I'm trying to overcome it by being with most of you guys who I really look up to, Stamper Girl, T, even Lynn, right? So you guys do a lot of coloring and I really like it. And then we'll do just a tad of pink on its cheek. Okay, like so, just a tad. Okay, there you go, and probably just a little bit of that one. So this is anyway. It's a bunny. It's a caricature kind of thingy, right? So cartoonish. So, and then the egg. Okay, so let's make the egg a little bit. Okay, let me see. What would the egg look like? Okay, so probably since I will be using paper that is a little bit on this side. So let's do this. Okay, for the egg. Okay. Again, just a very simple coloring, guys. So if you are a good, you are good at coloring, hats off to you. Okay. It's not really something that I'm good at. Okay. So just a very basic coloring. So it's done. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see the background, but there is a tinge there. Yeah, there you go. You can see a little bit. Okay. So there you go. So that's how it's gonna look like. Okay. So now I'm gonna put it in like so. Okay. So I'm gonna put the image of the bunny. Okay. Make sure that fits like absolutely. Okay. So I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay. So do you see the pencil marking on there? I actually did a pencil marking. Okay. I put that white paper cardstock in and then I penciled it in so that I know that where I should stamp my images. Okay, so now I did it like this. So I know that's wrong because it doesn't coincide with the lines, the pencil lines. So it has to go like this way. So there you go. It looks like that. Okay, so but then make sure that it is underneath the slider mechanism like this. Okay. All right. So it's gonna look okay, something like that. Okay. And then this one, okay, the one that is what do you call this? Acetate on acetate. Okay, that one you will put onto this one. Okay. This one. Hold on. Okay, I need to test things first. Okay, so is it, if it's like that, then this one. They have to be aligned, right? So they have to be aligned. Okay, because the point is, if this one, see, now it looks just black, right? Just, unusual. It's like you just drew the bunny and the clouds onto it. But the thing is, when you slide this thing, slowly, you will see color up here. That's why it's called a color slider mechanism, right? So it's so cute. Oh, what happened? Oh, it just suddenly. Oh, that is so cool. What did I do? I didn't even know what I did. Okay. Oh, because of the doing like this and going like that. So it's like a command that the tiny, I'm using the tiny two. So I think it recognized it as me trying to zoom in and zoom out when I did that, but it doesn't want to do it again. So how did I do that? Zoom in, zoom out. Don't want it anymore. So basically that's how it will look like, right? So the other one, I have to adhere to this panel, and the other one to this panel. So let's put this thing out first and put this first into the slider mechanism. I hope that I am making sense, guys. So yes, so this is I will try. I'm sure that there is probably a way for you to be able to do this without, the die itself. Lynn is actually very good at that, right? So she has made a lot of, videos where she would, she would try to, of course, like for example, what was the recent project we did, Lynn, where we had oh my gosh, my brain, I forgot what you call that. It also slides up. Okay, so you don't need the actual die to actually make it work. Okay, so they just found a hack that you can get the same feels, get the same look without actually buying the actual die. Whoops. Ooh, 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 ooh. See, so careful when you're doing this. Okay, my goodness, I think it's wonky. Okay, let me see if I can save this, guys, or I have to tear it up. Okay. Okay. Okay, I have to do a paper surgery, guys. So for those who are heart issues, look away. Because I am not okay with it because it's wonky. So I gotta remove it. Okay, so normally when you do use double-sided tape, make sure that you put liquid adhesive on top so you can still have a little bit of room, a wiggle room in case you didn't adhere it properly. Okay, so this is me doing another paper surgery. So okay, you hear that? Okay, and you see that? Okay, don't worry, guys. It's okay. It's just paper. Okay, it's just paper. And those are just markers that fell on the floor. Okay. So my son is coming in and asking, what was that? Okay, it's Copic markers that fell on the floor. Thank you, baby. So my son is helping me out pick it up. Okay. So I will redo this. Okay. And add. Okay, I'm adding. Okay, see? I'm adding liquid adhesive onto it. Okay. So it's okay. It happens. Don't worry. Okay, just go back to it. Make sure that, because it has to be, I have to make sure that it's Oh, see, it's wrong again. It's the other side, Lala. Okay. Ah, ha, 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 ha. What? Okay, there you go. A, a dying what? A die. Okay, probably that's mine, baby. All right, there you go. See, there you go. Okay, so that is done. See, it's okay. So don't worry, because everything, this one will be actually attached to the card. So no worries that people will not see that. Okay, so they will only see that one. Okay, and then make sure that the slider part, the cover, slider cover, okay, you have it there. Okay, but before we actually do that, okay, we attach this one later, baby. Okay, yes, we can pick it up later, sweetheart. So my son is actually obsessed with getting the die that fell underneath exactly right now. So I'm telling him it's okay, baby. You don't need to. Okay, so this what they call this acetate, you need to attach to this part. Okay, so we will put double-sided tape, okay, on this part. Okay. What? What is yummy? Homemade biscuits. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there you go. Okay. So you just put the double-sided around this side of your interactive panel. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that I'm doing this right side, because I might be doing it the wrong side. Okay. So make sure that you don't put adhesive onto this one, because you don't want this part to get stuck to that one, right? So make sure that it doesn't get stuck to this one. Okay. So did I? Okay. Right. So there you go. So going back again to this one. Okay, it has to be, it looks really ugly. The rabbit, okay, because the stamp itself is not a very good stamp. Okay, it's a generic stamp that I think I bought like so many years ago for my kids. And so in terms of the, again, so this part, guys, so make sure that the it's underneath, okay, the slider mechanism, and it actually is aligned to the actual image that is colored in at the back. Okay, so this is the acrylic one, the acrylic panel. Okay, and then you put adhesive onto the one that will act as a cover eventually. Okay, okay, there. But okay, but before we do that, it's a good thing I remember. Okay, don't forget to put in your. Where's my? Okay, to put in first. Okay, this one. Okay, so I will just put a tad. Okay, just a small snip of. Okay, double-sided here so that my acetate won't move. Okay, as okay, I bring in the track. Okay, so again, this one is to prevent this one so from wiggling, doing like that when you are trying to slide it. Okay, so guys, I need to move it because I need to see it. I can't, if it's like, I don't want you guys to see the back of my head where there's probably a little bit of a balding or white hair on top. So I will just grab the card first. Okay, towards me a little. Okay, so there you go. So that the track is there, so you can see that this part is just inside that one, so that when it's already covered, then it will just slide like so. Okay, and so okay, hold on. Okay, oop. when I brought it up. Okay, there you go. Ah, ah, ah. Come on. It accidentally slid off. Okay. So there you go. Okay. So there. It's supposed to go shook, shook. Okay. So now I close it. So we have your, there you go. And then this one, you can put like a pull. Okay, there's actually a stamp, but I can't find my pull stamp. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. Okay, when you pull it, ta-da, there is the colored in part. Okay, so this is supposed to be Versamark, but I feel that it's still, okay, the markings are still didn't adhere too well. So let's see if we can save this with the use of Sharpie. I'll see if I can. So somehow it's not as black though. I've already left it. You know, it could be a better option would be probably use heat sensitive or not heat sensitive, but an acetate that can withstand heat and heat emboss the image. Okay, there you go. The bunny. It's so ugly, the bunny anyway, but you get the drift, right? So there you go. It's like gonna be like that. Oh, this camera is so cool. I don't know how it did that, but it did it. All right. So now we assemble the card. Okay. So by the way, for this card, so for the inner part of the card, okay, again, one of the DCWV papers that I've had forever. I just cut it to 4 by 5.25 to put as matting inside, and this is just from Concord and Ninth. Okay, a flower that I paper pieced together. Okay, it's a layering die set for for that kind of flower. Okay, and then basically, okay, everything else I just have to like put together. Where is my scissors? Okay, so there you go. So how is everyone? Oh, orange glazed chipotle. Oh my gosh, that's one thing I missed. Okay, so whenever I am there, okay, the food. Okay, so it's really a little bit. There are things there that are not yet available here, but most are. But then like that kind of dish. Okay, that is delicious. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so again, it's like you probably need to practice this one several times, okay, to make it a little bit not too, it's smooth, when the pulling out makes it smoother. Okay, so probably I have to check how I can make that move better, okay, and smoother. Okay, my pizza is not looking so hot now. Oh no. Yes, my son is very sweet. I love it. I need a helper like your son. My cat's just Lawson, can you move next door to me? Yes, can if only we can try out the food, right? Okay. Okay, I'm off. Okay, bye, Lynn. Thank you so much. Smash the like button. Thank you, thank you. Do you DoorDash to Charlotte Blossom? I smashed it when I logged in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, DoorDash is something for the Philippines. We don't have DoorDash, but we do have what we call ours is Grab, or what's the other one? Grab and Food Panda. Okay, yes, it's called Food Panda here, Lynn. So we have something like that, the delivery for the food. Okay, so I know you have DoorDash. Neon. Yes, absolutely. Okay, I will actually for the Copic markers, I was thinking of like doing neon, right? For because like neon pastels, right? So I feel that they are perfect colors for Easter. Normally, it's so hard to find a used cause, project for neon stuff. But I feel that for Easter, we can get away with neon. So I remember that super awesome episode on LV Handcrafted's. I think it was pick, skip, choose episode. I forgot. Okay, I'm absolutely getting the name wrong. What is wrong with? See, today seems to be like everything is going wrong. So I can't find the cover for it. It's like the glue doesn't want to come out. Okay, so I think there's something stuck in there, but I need to push it out. So I cannot. Okay, I'm trying to use my pick tool, but it's too thick. It has to be a pin. The pin that comes with it as a cover is not here. Anyway, so you know what? I'll just use this. Okay. All right. So normally, I don't to make if you are using pattern on pattern. And sometimes both of the papers are very busy patterns. What you can do is to break that difference in pattern by using a solid cardstock in between. Okay, and so that is what I am doing right here. Okay, and I am just using this one instead of my liquid glue because my liquid glue is stuck. There you go. Okay. Again, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'm going to try to make this as fast as I can. And we have KM. Good morning. Good morning. It was worth a shot. Good morning, Miss KM. Yes. It zoomed on its own. I think it's like when you move the slider, the camera zooms in. Exactly, Susan. So it's like, let's try it again. It did not. I don't know what I did for it to do the zooming in. Is it like this? Zoom in, tiny, zoom in. Tiny, zoom in. What was my hand like that? Anyway, this camera I know is super awesome, but I have not really, learned how to use it properly. I did like a live stream a few days ago, testing it out in my learning center and in my what do you call the board game cafe. So it did follow me around. It tracked me everywhere I went. Okay, so there you go. Oh, oh, oh. What's happening? Why did it go that way? Tiny, move! This camera is more intelligent than me. I do not understand what is happening, guys. It's tracking me. What is happening? All right. And of course, on Instagram, thank you so much for joining us as well. Hold on. I need to understand what's happening with this camera, guys. Okay, this is an OBSBot Tiny 2. It's super fun. But I don't know what is happening. Hold on. In the console. Okay, so let's move it. No, no, no. Let's move this one, this one, this one. It's tracking. So how do you turn off the tracker? Whiteboard. No? Okay. I think it was in the hand. So when... Oh! What is happening? Sorry, guys. Okay. Whiteboard, 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 whiteboard. Okay. So we gotta... Okay, that is me upside down. This is so much fun, guys. It's a good thing I am not wearing, I'm wearing okay clothes. All right. How about that? Oh, it's still moving. Hold on. I need to turn off that. This thing is making crazy. Okay. Whiteboard now. It's tracking the back of my. Okay, hold on. Okay, and it's super zoomed out. Okay. This is so wonky. Ah, this is super epic. Okay, let me see. Let me see. It zooming in was quite fun, but doing it this way. Okay. Okay. Victor told me what to do last Saturday, but I forgot. Okay. Oh, the focus was on auto. Okay. It should be. Okay. I turned it off now. Okay. So we will never have those anymore. Promise. Okay. The camera's a mind of its own. Hi, Faith. Okay, caught you live. Yes, guys. So I think maybe for my guys, I did do an episode. Okay, now it's not focusing. Focus, focus. Okay, alive. No, no. I did ask a question. Okay, on the community page, asking for there is what do you call this? Craft room tour, okay, or makeover that I actually needed to, upload like should have been a year ago. But then I have not been able to do so. Okay, focus. Okay, and then global and then auto off. So the focus was actually on auto. Okay, so it did like that. But now it's a little blurry, right, guys? You think it's blurry? Let's go whiteboard. And this is making me crazy. Oh, not that way. Going this way. Sorry, guys. Sorry. This is a camera that I have had for a long while now. I won it over during Creator Camp. I'm not giving justice to this camera. This camera is such an awesome one. It's just I do need to know how to use it better. Okay, so the focus when I did that turned on again. So, okay. I won't touch anything. Okay. I won't touch anything anymore. Okay. Let it be blurry. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, I need to learn how to use this camera better. Anyway, Victor already told me, Lala, that's actually not best as an overhead. I think it's better as a face cam. Uh, being me, I said, I like that it's very, the focus is very nice. But then if it's gonna do this to me, unless I learn how to actually, learn the rudiments or at least the basic settings for this one. Okay. So that will be the inside of this card. Again, this is a color slider card. It says Happy Easter. And then when you slide it, you would see the color. Okay. That it is actually colored in. Okay. So a little bit wonky. The way, I think it's just the way I pasted or clicked or put the adhesives. Okay, something is, it's not what you call. It's not smooth. It has to be smoother. Okay, so probably I placed the adhesive way too near the sliders. Okay, so there you go. Again, so the point is that it might look like okay, it's a bunny. It's a stamp bunny. Okay, but what the thing is, if they pull it, so let's put a pull. So normally I would stamp on the pull, but since I cannot find the die, so I will just put the word pull. Ta-da! Ugly handwriting, right? But doesn't matter. That's fine. Okay, and then you just pull and ta-da! That is how the slider surprise die works. Okay, again, it's a little bit wonky, and the stamp, the ink somehow doesn't stay permanent. Although this is supposed to be a permanent ink because I used stays on. But probably I should have, used a different or heat embossed it to make it permanent. Okay. And then you still have the option to put, a sentiment inside as well. So there is the first Happy Easter card. And I hope that despite the wonkiness of all of these things, that you had fun watching that one. All right. Good night. Good night, Shanna. Good night. Yes. Same here. I was on a hiatus from crafting to focus on our newborn and toddler. Kaya di pa rin tapos ang craft room makeover. There you go. So that's why. So we're going to. But then the thing is, Faith, I might do it on a Saturday. So that would probably a Friday morning for you. I'm not sure if that's a good time though for you, but I hope it is. Okay, so the next one is just a very fast one. Okay, again, so this one is more faith based. Okay, so for this one, I am going to be using, okay, of course, again, an A2 size card, a craft. Okay, you can use between a white or a craft base, whatever it is that you want. I think it's too tight. Let's fix this one, not make it too tight. Okay, there you go. Again, thank you so much for those coming in from Lynn's live stream a while ago. So, and this one is actually just a plain cardstock that I passed through a 3D embossing folder. This is a basket weave. I know it comes in two. Where is it? It's hold on. Hold on, guys. I will go get it so I can show you. Sorry about that, guys. This is it. Okay, so it's called the We Are Memory Keepers Next Level. It's really old, right? So I forgot when this got released, but it's old. So it comes in two. So you get this design, okay, or this design, which I'm using right now. So it looks like the basket weave. It's called the woven. Okay, so the woven collection. Okay, so the next level 3D embossing folder from We Are Memory Keepers. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use for this card. And then this is just a watercolor paper. Okay, or you can practically use any kind of paper you want. Okay, and I want to use the textured side of it. See, I like texture on texture, right? And I'm going to be using this sentiment. It's a rub on. Okay, it's called, it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. This came from scrapbooks.com and was given to us as part of our what they call this faith trading card workshop during our recently concluded craft getaway, provided for us by one of our partner stores, Papel at Iba Pa. And so it's gonna go like that, and then I'm just gonna what do you call this, distress the sides, and then inside I will again put this rub on onto that one, and then stamp these images around the inside panel. So basically that's how it's gonna look like. Okay, so maybe you know what, I could probably, well, no, but there's already too much texture there. Okay, so now what we do is to first, there is a like a release or protective layer underneath, so just remove that. Okay, and then put it on the paper that you want to rub it on, and then you just grab something that's a blunt tool, but normally there's your scoring tool can be used, but normally there is a tool, even actually the one that came with it is just the popsicle stick. See, this is where it's a rub-on transfers from scrapbooks.com. And normally just a popsicle stick will do, but you can also use your, your scoring tool. Okay, so, let's use this one. Okay, I actually like using this one better. Okay, so just rub it in. You know that it has already transferred in because when you lift it up a little bit, you will see that it will, okay, so not yet. Okay, you will see that it will slowly, when you lift it, okay, transferred. So not yet. Okay, so we just need to rub because the paper I'm using is textured. Okay, so it will give that little bit of what you call that distress look to it. You see that that thing because the texture of the paper is not even. So let's see if that's a good decision actually. Okay, so you see the difference? So it lightens up and then this is dark. So it means that it has actually been transferred, okay, to the paper. See? Okay, there. So that is your clue that it is being transferred already. So if you are not good at, say, creating something like this that looks like a little bit of a mixed media thing where you probably could have added watercolor or ink at the back and then stamped on top. So if that's not your thing, then using rub-ons like this can be a great thing for you to create that same look, okay, but without really, doing, without the mess or without doing the actual techniques. Again, it's really absolutely beautiful to see things come to life when you start from scratch. But then there are sometimes just times where you don't have the time, okay, or maybe you're not comfortable with doing it. So having something like this, okay, to use is super awesome. Okay, so again, I'm just, rubbing it in. That's why the name Rub Ons. I remember, and I'm glad that it's, doing a comeback. Rub Ons used to be one of the best things or techniques that I love as a scrapbooker about 2 decades ago. Thank you so much, Blossom. I like that embossed look. And John, hello. Thank you so much for dropping by, John. And congratulations. John is a motivational speaker, guys. And he just finished one in several places. And the one I can remember is in Canada. And it was super successful. Thank you so much, John. If you have not checked out John, he's not a crafter, but he is a great person and an inspiring person to follow. So there you go. Thank you again, John, for dropping by. Okay, there you go, guys. The grand reveal. Ta-da! Nothing there anymore. And it's all on the paper. And the thing is, it's as if, you actually did that, right? So you put everything there, you stamped it. It has that same kind of look. Okay. And then I will do the same thing. Okay, later. Okay, let's put this one together first. But before I put it over there, let's, just, it's kind of too white. So let's look for a distress ink that I can use to color that in the sides of it. Okay. So at least my son gave up on trying to get the dye that fell on the floor that he wanted to get. Okay, so where is the rusty edge? Okay, so beside me is actually, okay, you will see all of these things, okay, when I do my craft room tour behind the scenes, and that will probably be this Saturday. Okay, if everything works out as planned, then it's gonna be this Saturday. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'll just need to get. So I've created this craft room in a sense that for most of us anyway, I know this is how most of you also have fixed your craft space for it to be accessible, for everything to just be within reach, right? So that everything would be easy for you no matter what technique you want to do or what project you are doing. If you need something, that everything has to be within reach. And you will see during that that craft room tour what's in, like, especially this table. This table is, you know, I love it so much because everything I basically need is here. You know, my trimmers, this ones. Okay, so everything is here. Okay. So you know what? Oh, okay. No, it's okay. This one is gonna be okay. All right. So that one, okay. So we'll just go around it. Okay. This is a distress oxide, rusty hinge, because I find that, oh, it's too bright. Oh, because this is white. Okay, because of the white. Okay, so it's okay. Bear with me. I'll fix that in a bit. Okay, so we just remove that, and so we're back. Okay, so it was too bright because I turned off the autofocus, so it became too bright. So there you go. So now it looks a little bit more, you know, more apt, more put together than if it's just, you know, way, way too white. Okay, so that is it. Let's move this one first, like that. And so let's put this card together already. Okay, so see, that is how sometimes, you know, one of the things that I found in the past that I have not been using a lot are my embossing folders, my dry embossing folders, right? So, but there are so many things that we can actually do with our embossing folders, and it makes a project really, really, really nice. And so, I find that, you know, having all of these things, you can actually create so many, you know, awesome projects really, really fast. Okay, I want to make this a little bit layer. I'm going to try and find if I still have. Okay. I still have this one. So I want to, you know, make the sentiment pop up a little bit. So I want it a little bit raised, not really absolutely flat, so that you can, like, the texture underneath would really be emphasized by having that little bit of a distance between the sentiment and the background. Okay, like so. Again, make sure that you know where it's gonna open up, right? Okay, and then if you want it this way or if you want it that way, I think I want it to be a vertical one, just like what we're doing is a vertical live stream. Okay, so there you go. Okay, and then, okay, for the inside, okay, let me see what I do want. Okay, so you got this. Okay, so again, there is the protective cover. Okay, so I removed it already. Just simply put it onto the paper and start rubbing it in. Okay, so the thing is, I've hoarded so many of this from my do you see? Do you see what happened? So it, I don't know if you can see it. It lightens up when it's starting to be transferred to the paper. Okay, so make sure that when you're doing this part, do not really lift it so that the image will not break in terms of, especially these are words, so they'll still be together. So normally when you rub, angle it a little bit, like a 45-degree angle, and then start rubbing. I find that that is the best angle to really rub on, to rub this rub-ons onto your, you know, your paper or your base. Okay, and then you can move it around. Just make sure that you're holding it still so it doesn't really move. Okay, there you go. Right. Okay. So again, that special live stream is gonna happen on Saturday. Okay. Still contemplating in whether it's gonna be morning time or evening. So, because if it's the nighttime, probably those of you who are in the West Coast would probably be absolutely still asleep. And if I do it a little bit later, though, let me see if it's 10, 9, 8, 7. That's 7 a.m. for you guys. Or if I do it morning, that's gonna be nighttime for you. But then for those, see, there's really like no perfect time, right? It just really has to be probably okay. Maybe what works for me. Okay, I think that's gonna be the deciding factor for this Saturday. Again, I asked the community. Do you want it to be an edited video or do you want it to be live? And apparently, everybody wanted it to be live. Okay, so there you go. It says you got this. Okay, so that can be that, or you can even start stamping and putting things there to if you don't want it to be like too plain. Okay, but for me, for now, I feel that that's okay. Okay, so I guess I want the focus to be on the message. Sorry about that. I bumped onto my what do you call this, mic stand. Where is my other card? So there you go. So there is, okay, here are the two cards. See, that's the thing with the vertical. I can't find a way to, okay, hold on, let me try a different scene. How about this one? Okay, there you go. So that's a bigger scene. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay, don't forget to leave a like, okay, on today's live stream. Thank you so much, Sammy. I used to love using the rub-ons. Okay. There was something satisfying about trying to make sure every little bit. Yes, Susan. And it's always amazing. Like, let's like, wow, I really did that. It looks so beautiful. But actually, it's really the rub-on, right? So I loved it as well. Okay, good thing I'm working from home. Thank you so much, Wims. That is super cute. Thank you, Blossom. So simple, but such a great card. Again, yes, because, sometimes when you just want the message to be the focal point of everything, so just make things as simple as possible. Okay, but again, the texture somehow makes it if already interesting, right? And then you got this and then the message, right? So somebody that you could probably pray for and send this to, right? Those are going through a little bit of challenge in life, and hopefully this Easter, okay, this Halloween Holy Week season, you can also find the time to really contemplate on life and have a little bit more time to focus on the Lord or whoever it is that you guys look out to in terms of your faith. Okay, so again, this one is Happy Easter. Okay, and then pull out. Okay, this is a color slider. The surprise is, ta-da! You see now the color. Okay, so again, the point of learning tonight is that, okay, if you're using an acetate and you use a stays on, okay, so I don't know, was it the acetate I used? Or is it the stays on? Is it old? I don't know what it is, but normally it should have stamped permanently. But apparently it did not. So I had to remedy the disappearing okay, images or ink images with the Sharpie permanent marker. But as you can see, it's not as dark as the stays on. So there you go. It's missing, right? So I think one thing that I should have done is I actually have an acetate that is okay. That is for okay for heat embossing. So I should have probably heat embossed that that rabbit and that the image, so that it didn't have to have, it's the image is not crisp. Okay, so that's one thing I really don't like about the project for tonight, the end result anyway, but it's okay. I know that you do understand the process, and that is basically what I really wanted to focus on. Okay, and if I have a better bunny stamp right, so there you go. Ching! Again, this is a color slider surprise card, and this one is too flimsy. I could have used a little bit of a thicker cardstock for the slider mechanism. I think that goes for most projects that where it's going to be movable, or the mechanism, make sure that it's a little bit thicker so that it can withstand the pulling or the pushing or the lifting and all those kind of stuff. All right. So that is it for tonight. And I hope that, okay, maybe heat set. Yes, Susan, actually. I realized that as well. And then, but this one, the acetate I use is actually not, cannot withstand heat. It will warp. But I do have that acetate where I can do that. And again, lesson learned. Okay. I love the background on the back on the brown card. Yes, and it comes in twos. I don't know. I'm sure you can find this on Etsy or probably I think in our local in the Philippines, Lasting Impression still has this. I think I got them from them. So they may still have this. So this is the look, okay, that you can find. And it's absolutely gorgeous, right? So that in itself makes the card really, really nice. Again, thank you so, so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Blossom. Thank you, team. Wim, Sammy, Dan, of course, and of course, John for dropping by. Shanna earlier on. Thank you so, of course, Lynn for testing things out with us. Again, I'm sorry for those who really dislike the vertical live stream. Again, this is just for the month of March. And so I have maybe 2 more episodes on this. Okay, but I will try to make the one on Saturday, the one with the craft room tour, on a horizontal one so that I can really show the details, right? So for the craft room tour behind the scenes, okay. So that's gonna be this Saturday, and again, the time probably would have to be okay. I'll move it to instead of 8 9 p.m. Still early for those in the West Coast. That's gonna be 6 a.m. But at least not too bad. Not 3 a.m. right? 6 a.m. And for those on the eastern side of the West, that would be around the same time, 9 o'clock for you guys, and in the Philippines as well. So hopefully by then, those who are gone out for the weekend, Saturday, you'll be back home. All right. So again, thank you so much for joining me and have a great rest of the week and day. Bye. Okay. Where is that? Okay, so that is it. Again, thank you so, so much. And if you are not yet subscribed to me, I hope that you would consider subscribing. Okay, where is it? It's not showing up. Okay, and also, please don't forget to like the button. Oh, there you go. Finally. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and to like this live stream. Thank you so much. Bye.